Good afternoon, Coded Friend 001 listeners. Quick one today, kind of an impromptu. Didn't plan on doing this, but apparently I've dissed Uncle Arty. Or not Uncle Arty. I've dissed Arty's corporate fiction. Very strange. So I'm a little behind the ball here. I lost my intro tune when I rendered it. And once again, starting off very amateurish. Let's go with the chat. Scott Amos, first in the room. Good afternoon, friends, coded and otherwise. Flo B is with us, says hi to all. NTFG. Flo B says hi to Scott Amo. A new face in the crowd, News Patrick Star Audits says, yeah, I heard you said he didn't have a license to practice law. I never said that. So we're going to get into that. I'll explain it. My question would be, why would I diss Arty's corporate fiction? The last time I was in Arty's corporate fictions on his page while he was live was when Chili got arrested in Arizona. Arty was going to get all of the he was going to get first the pertinent body cam footage, and I emailed Arty after the broadcast and I offered to kick up money if he needed it, but they had a successful collection and he said he didn't need cash. I told him if he found out in the future he had a shortfall, he could contact me and I'd kick up at least 100 toward it. After that, Arty's crowd, after they saw the first video that Arty got, they encouraged Arty to get all of the video. I again emailed Arty and told him if he needed a monetary contribution, I had $100 ready to go. Arty emailed me back and said that they had collected enough on the first round that they would be able to cover the costs. I did use some of the videos that Uncle Arty got, or Arty's corporate fiction. Sorry, I'm going to continually confuse Arty's corporate fiction and Arty's bar and grill of stupidity. I will do my best not to make that mistake again. So I did use some of the video that Arty's corporate fiction had gotten. I believe I emailed them a link to what I did with the videos. I basically synced up Chili's video with the arresting officer's body cam footage. And I definitely sent Arty's corporate fiction an email thanking him for providing the material to the community and, showed my appreciation. Other than that, I really have, since that event, I haven't had any interaction with Arty's corporate fiction. There is a commonality, though. So what happened was someone may have gone into Arty's side chat with a clone account of mine, which is relatively easy to do on YouTube. Made comments to the effect that Arty didn't have a license to practice law. Or I don't know exactly what was said because conveniently the comments were deleted. The comments were conveniently deleted. So I did have a little email exchange with Arty earlier today. Let me bring that up. Let me get rid of myself in here. Let me get rid of that comment. So, wow, this is going to be pretty small. Let me blow this window up. There is a commonality between me, Uncle Arty, and when this event happened very quickly. A clip was cut and shuffled off to Welsh News Network, who, from yesterday's broadcast, will all remember Dan's chiding of people for not doing a thorough investigation and double checking things. Dan put his foot in his fucking mouth, didn't double check anything, and just ran with it, saying I said these things. They're not present in the chat. They were deleted immediately. So there's no way for a moderator to hit the comment and trace it back to where it came from, which would have easily indicated whether or not it had been me or it had been a clone. So that evidence was immediately douched, gotten rid of. So I can't prove that I didn't say it. They can't prove that I did say it, but Welsh News Network ran with it like I fucking said it after all his bullshit about how rank amateurish and dangerous these so-called investigators on YouTube are that don't do any double checking or verification. Dan didn't double check shit. He didn't verify anything. He ran with a fucking rumor. Who'd the rumor come from? Who sent the clip to Dan? Well, we would have to believe it's the same person who deleted the fucking comments. That would be Miss Mandy 777, who is Arty's producer. So I haven't been around Arty's stream since Chili got arrested in Arizona. Miss Mandy has a bone to pick with me. Dan has a bone to pick with me. Look, Miss Mandy is a fucking drug-addled adulteress having internet sex with multiple parties, including a drug addict Englishman, Brokeback Limey, the lemon squeezer, all of whom are on Dan's fucking payroll. Let's not forget Miss Mandy 777, the producer for Arty, is doing work for Dan and being paid by Dan. Limey is an editor for Dan, being paid by Dan. These people have financial fucking ties. Any evidence that I could have used from the chat to disprove that it was my account that did it and not a clone account was conveniently douched by Miss Mandy, who then promptly sent a clip to Dan, and Dan played it as though it were 100% factual without any fucking double checking, which Dan can't do either because the comments were fucking deleted. So we heard Dan yesterday. This is the danger of these so-called YouTube investigators, because they don't verify, they don't double check, none of which Dan did. Dan just went and reported a fucking falsehood. Okay? Why? Because I streamed a solid argument showing what a fucking shitty guy Dan is last night. So he immediately, what Dan does, manufactured an event. It's what Dan does. It's what Welsh News Network does. Manufacture events. Becca saved Charlie from a humane shelter after Chili got arrested. Manufactured event, total fucking lie. Dan contacted the FBI by calling the London embassy and spoke with an FBI agent. Total fucking lie. The Welsh News window licker, Dan, is a documented fucking liar. He called accused Shiz of plagiarizing when Shiz used material from an article she herself wrote. Dan's words, double check, verify. Dan said that Shiz plagiarized the work of a real journalist. Shiz had written the article in the past and used parts of that article in her presentation regarding Sean Kane on her platform page, Shiz Happens. Dan called, talked to one person, didn't double check, verify anything. Dan just heard what he wanted to hear. The person at the time who was running Live Boston, who was not running it at the time Shiz was there, he was a mere photographer, told Dan he didn't He didn't know who Shiz was. Shiz didn't write the article. And Dan just ran with it because, of course, Dan doesn't verify. Dan just heard what Dan wanted to hear, and Dan ran with it. That's what Dan does. You can't fucking trust those guys. You can't trust Miss Mandy and anyone that's on that Miss Mandy is working for. By default, you can't trust their fucking shit either, because Miss Mandy's behind the scenes playing fuck games with shit. So, Arty, you should have a little talk with your fucking producer, because you said shit about me that wasn't fucking true. Your producer deleted any evidence to verify. Why would you delete the fucking comment? Why would you what's the reason for deleting the comment? If I said something that wasn't true, you would want to hold on to that comment to be able to show people that I'm a fucking shit talking liar. Unless the comment didn't come from me, and your fucking producer, Arty, Miss Mandy, the fucking moral degenerate, cheating on her fucking husband, webcam sex with some fucking on again, off again dope fiend in England. A known fucking grifter. A known fucking grifter. Miss Mandy 777. A known fucking grifter. Arty, you're a lawyer. Sue me if that's not fucking true. Sue me on behalf of Miss Mandy 777 if that is not fucking true. A manufactured event in Welsh News Network the other night had a similar event. Chatter in the side chat saying shit about Miss Mandy, and Dan immediately identified the chatter as Miss Mandy's soon-to-be ex-husband. So they're not divorced yet, but she playing fuck jerk-off games with Brokeback Limey on the webcam shit, like all the other fucking perverts over at Welsh News Network. Moral degenerates. If they cheat on their spouses, why wouldn't they fucking, what's to hold them back from fabricating lies about fucking strangers they don't know? They cheat with the fucking person they lay down with at night. That's an untrustable fucking person. Shiz did an expose on Reaper. Miss Mandy threw Reaper under the fucking bus, gave Shiz evidence and a direction to look in to condemn Reaper, and then sat there and hosted shows with Reaper on it, acting like they were best friends, while she's fucking psycho killer kiss backstabbing Reaper. These are the fucking people you're associated with, Arty, and you're talking shit about me. You're saying I said something you don't know if I said or not. You owe me a fucking apology and a clarification. You owe me an apology and a clarification, Arty, and I expect it on your next fucking live. You're a lawyer. You know the fucking danger of saying shit about people that isn't fucking true, right? And just because you're a lawyer, Arty, doesn't mean you're any more or less honest than any other fucking schmo schlepping it into work to push fucking paper around. Oh, the triggered fucking junkie is in my fucking chat. Let me read your fucking comments, junkie boy. You fucking, how's your busted up mattress, junkie boy, with the fucking springs popping through, poking you in the fucking ass? How's your mom, junkie boy, who cooks your meals, does your fucking laundry? How's your fucking mom? How's your mom, who gets paid by the fucking English government to take care of your fucking useless, lazy, drug-addled, lame fucking ass? How's your mom, Limey? You're a fucking burden on her. You're an everyday fucking beggar, Limey. What's the difference between a panhandler on the street fucking sticking a tin cup in front of people telling a sob story and you, Limey? Remember that what was that little grifty fundraiser you did? You wanted to go on vacation or something like that. Then when you hit your goal and got your fucking money, you hole up in a fucking hotel and went back to fucking doing the drugs you do. And then you had to apologize to everyone when you got caught, and you had to refund the fucking money. What'd you refund the money with? Money you begged from other fucking people? You fucking loser. Here's the triggered limey in my chat. Invite me up. You got it, bro. You got it. I'll gladly invite you up. And I'll tell you this, Limey, the minute you're disrespectful, you will take any shit I give to you. And the minute you're fucking disrespectful or discourteous to me, I'll boot you. So you know that ahead of time. Behave yourself. Don't act like a dickhead fucking junkie who jerks off the fucking 40-year-old tits on a fucking computer monitor. There you go, limey junkie. There you go. There's your invite, pinned up top. Go ahead. Come on up, junkie limey. Anytime you're fucking ready, sweetheart. You're a cunt of a fucking man. You're a pussy. You can't hold a fucking job. You can sit on the internet whining and crying all fucking day long, limey, but you can't go out and get a fucking job. The money Dan's paying you, Limey, are you claiming that? Are you letting the government know you're making that fucking money, Limey? Hold on, Limey. I see you in the stage. I'm going to read a few of your comments first. At Kelly W., of course it is. You think I'd risk losing my benefits? See my most recent community post. You have said so many incorrect things in the last few minutes. Your investigation skills are about as good as Shiz's. Sort yourself out, mate. I'm sorted, dude. Look, Limey, I'll bring you up 1 second. I didn't post the shit that was posted in Arty's corporate fiction side chat, right? I didn't. It's so easy to clone a fucking account. In fact, I'll clone an account of you and go over to Arty's next time he has a fucking live stream, and I'll show you how easy it is to fucking do. Okay? Well, it wasn't reported by Blue Bacon. It wasn't reported by Masshole. It wasn't reported by Shiz. It wasn't reported by Fraud at Wrangler. It wasn't reported by Fraud at Reapler. It instantly went to fucking Welsh News Network. What's the tie between Arty's corporate fiction and Welsh News Network? Your own fucking immoral, cheating, bitch ass, broke down, doesn't have a penny to her fucking name, Miss Mandy 777. That's the common thread. Manufactured event. Just like the manufactured event the night before when Mandy's supposed husband was in the fucking side chat talking shit about Mandy. There's no proof it was her husband. It was Scott Devon. Her husband's last name is Pettis or Pettius or petty fucking retard or so fucking stupidly petty he married this junky fucking whore who masturbates herself on the internet for English fucking waterheads.
All right, you listen to me, you stupid little cunt. You have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
I know what I'm talking about. You spank your fucking pud. You spank your fucking pud to Miss Mandy. You spank your fucking pud, junkie boy. You're a fucking junkie. You're a fucking junkie. Untrustable junkie. You're a fucking junkie who spends his day on the government dole jerking off to Miss Mandy.
Little pussy.
You're a fucking junkie. Untrustable douchebag, shit-talking fucking junkie who can't do shit but beg on a daily fucking basis. You're a no-good, broke-back, jerk-off, junkie beggar.
All right, so because I've got a broken back and can't even feel my fucking legs some morning, and yes, my mum's nice enough to be my full-time carer. And that what makes me less of a fucking man?
Absolutely, it makes you less of a man. It doesn't make you less of a human being.
Stop
it does make you less of a man. You're not a fucking man at all. You're not a man at all. You're a kid. You're a child who still gets his fucking bottom wiped by his fucking
come
mommy.
after you, you little pussy. But you know what? Doesn't matter, because now I'm coming after you, you cunt.
Oh, I'm so fucking scared, you douche. Rage quit. You fucking rage quit. Go tell people that I kicked you, because I didn't, you rage quitting little junkie fag. Mommy, wipe your fucking bottom. Go have your mommy wipe your bottom, Limey, and then you can call Miss Mandy and you can reassure your manliness by fucking pulling your pud to her fucking busted up, ugly fucking tits on your fucking computer monitor. Fucking loser. All right, so my initial email to Arty is, "Hi, Arty, I'm codedfriend.001. I never said you are not a lawyer. Dan at Welsh News Network has reported and played a clip saying I went into your chat and posted that you are not a lawyer. I did not do this. Could you provide me a link to the stream where I supposedly did this?" Let me back that up a little bit. All right. Can you provide me a link to the stream where I supposedly did this so I can track down any clone account that might be spoofing me? Thank you. Arty responds almost immediately. Well, I'm going off what someone in chat claimed you said, so I don't know of which live stream you allegedly stated this. This just happened yesterday. Arty can't remember anything. He's stating that he's going off what someone else said. If it was from a troll account, then I apologize. I really hate drama within the community, so I hope I didn't instigate something from this. Now, I hold nothing against Arty's corporate fiction other than that he allowed himself to be duped by bullshit information. So then I responded, Dan, the event fabricator, reported that I went into your side chat and accused you of not being a lawyer. You are saying, and I quoted him, well, I'm going off what someone in chat claimed you said. Could you clarify this as both, I said, could you clarify this as both Dan at Welsh News Network and your producer, Miss Mandy 777, have mounted a smear campaign against me because I pointed out the meteoric rise of subscribers since Miss Mandy 777 was hired on, while week over week, the view count on lives at WNN have dropped 50%. Please, in the future, verify claims about me as people in your employ behave dishonestly. Arty responds, now all of a sudden, and this is within 10 minutes, all of a sudden Arty remembers everything, which probably isn't the case. I'm speculating here, but I think Arty maybe sent an email to Miss Mandy, who then provided him with all the fucking data because she's the one that cut the clip and shipped it to Welsh News Network. So he had to call his producer, and now he's he's a little dishonest here, because you got this info from Miss Mandy, who I've already informed you is not an honest fucking person when it comes to me and Shiz and other people. And you're now giving me the information that Miss Mandy gave to you. Arty says, my mistake at 5150 in last night's stream, you or someone with your tag stated I do not have a law license. I misremembered what happened, but this was in fact stated directly in my chat last night. It very well could have been stated in the chat. It wasn't me that stated it, which is why it's weird that you have this evidence that I shit talked you for no reason. Your producer has an axe to grind with me. Why didn't she preserve it so that you could definitively prove that I said it? Why would you delete it? Think now. Why would you delete the comment? Is Arty so frail and fragile that he wouldn't be able to handle an untrue claim about him, a benign untrue claim about him, easily disproved? Is Arty so fucking tissue paper thin that he couldn't handle that? Or did Miss Mandy delete the clone account that she had post so that it couldn't be traced back to a clone account and make it impossible for me to prove that I did not say these things? The latter seems more likely. I rolled this a little too slow. Hang tough with me till we get to the next one. My page is gone unresponsive. All right, let me get out of this. Let me get out of this and I'll just read the email chain. All right, check. I'm back. Sorry about that. Let me get to my emails here. I'll pull up the emails. I'll just straight read them to you. Seeing as how my close up Discord. I guess I can just open up this browser. All right. Cool. Okay, so I already said my mistake at 5150 in last night's stream. You or someone with your tag stated I don't have a law license. I misremembered what happened, but this was in fact stated directly in my chat last night. So I looked, Arty sent me that message at 11:04. I went to the video, I looked, I went 5 minutes back, 5 minutes ahead. There's no post by me or an account that looks like mine. And I responded to Arty. I said, there is no post from me or even a spoof account stating what you claim I said. And this comment was immediately reported to Welsh News Network, and they played a clip claiming from your broadcast, I posted this comment in your chat. There is no comment from me. The common element between your stream and Welsh News Network is your producer, Miss Mandy 777. Please put a stop to her bullshit. Arty responds about 15 minutes later, 10 minutes later. Yeah, I sent it at 11:55 minutes later. Arty responds. The comment was removed during the live stream, so it wouldn't appear in the chat replay. Are you saying I just made up a person named Coded Friend during a live stream? I said your tag by name. Again, not saying it was in fact you and not a sock account, but the comment was made by a chatter during last night's live stream. Of course, there's no proof of that. I appreciate the fact that you are acknowledging that a sock account could have done it as well as it could have been me. That's why preserving that piece of evidence would have been a nice thing to have, so I could have proved that there's chicanery afoot and it wasn't fucking me that did it. That's why you save those comments. You can fucking delete them later. Are you that thin fucking skinned, Arty? Seriously. I responded to Arty 5 minutes later. I don't have a problem with you. I do think your producer, Miss Mandy 777, used you to make an untrue accusation against me. Now, when I'll play the clip, when Arty first acknowledged it, he said coded. He didn't call me coded friend .001. He called me coded. The people who know who I am call me coded. Other people don't. So if you don't know, you're acting like you don't know who I am. Why are you calling me by my nickname? Why aren't you calling out my exact handle? Seems odd, Arty. I think you're covering for Miss Mandy. I think you're reporting something Miss Mandy told you, maybe in private chat, which is why it doesn't show, got you to say it, and then, boom, all the Welsh News Network sycophants that are in your fucking room, and there are a lot of them, started with the fucking coded bashing. That's what they were going for. I said to Arty, I don't have a problem with you. I do think your producer, Miss Mandy 777, used you to make an untrue accusation against me. How did the event get reported to Welsh News Network so quickly, along with a clip of you they played? Why would such an obviously false claim be deleted so quickly? To cover? To prevent tracking back to the account that actually made the statement? And then I asked Arty, did you see that I made the post? Because you initially called me coded, not coded friend .001. Did you actually see a post made by me, or were you repeating what someone else said? Because there's two different accounts now. His initial account, which the initial statement is the more trustworthy statement. His initial statement was he was commenting on something someone told him. Who's the someone that told him? It's fucking Miss Mandy. And now you got to scramble to cover for your producer. Now Arty saying, no, I saw the comment myself made by a, quote, coded friend .001 or coded.friend.001. I can't recall the exact username, but it did have coded friend and 001 in it. I responded to Arty, my handle is codedfriend.001, letter O's, not number 0. My icon is the same icon that accompanies this email. The account was a spoof account. It was planned by your producer, Miss Mandy 777, and Dan at Welsh News Network. I would appreciate it if you took a moment on your next live and clarify that you don't know if I did or did not make the comment. Because that's clearly what he's indicating in here. He doesn't know if it was me or if it was the sock. So why don't you clarify that, Arty? And why don't you keep tabs on your skank ass, fucking adulterous producer who cheats on her own fucking husband? She lies to her own husband. She cheats on her own fucking husband. Why wouldn't she lie to you and me? You bold enough to lie to the fucking person you lay down with at night. I said to Arty, the last time I was in your chat during a live was when Chili got arrested in Arizona. We traded a few emails and I offered to kick up money if you needed help paying the cost. Sorry you got caught up in this bullshit. So, you know, Miss Mandy, you pull this shit. You've pulled shit like this before. You're just tarnishing your own fucking reputation. So let's see what went down at the, let's get rid of Triggered Douchebag's comment. Oh my God, Triggered Limey is coming after me. Hopefully you can do a better job than fucking that fat fucking retard Blue Bear did. You would think after all this time, Dan would have got something on me by now. He had Blue Bear following me around, surveilling me at my fucking lake house. That's more fucking lies. I hope everybody understands that the little Blue Bear story about surveilling me and the rest of the shit is all fucking lies. You didn't resign, Blue Bear. You got let go. Because you weren't doing your fucking job. You were sitting on fucking Welsh News Network's fucking live streams. And there are a lot of people don't like you, Blue Bear, because you pissed off a lot of fucking people. It goes way beyond me, way deeper than me. And a lot of the people you pissed off live in your fucking locale and can walk into that police department and report your fucking horse shit anytime they want to. How do you think I got pictures of your fucking car and your house and the rest of the shit? Because you've pissed off so many people, Blue Bear, that they started contacting me, offering. Do another little share screen here. We'll go over to Arty's Corporate Fiction. This is the most recent live stream. I'm back. Watch the chat. See if you see my yellow icon go by in the side chat. And we'll listen to what went down.
Empty garage. Why did he not? He and his buddy not park it in the driveway. I don't understand this. I can't. I just don't understand. I don't understand. You could have avoided all of this if you just parked it in your driveway.
Couldn't even wait 2 minutes for me to come back. I get back and then you go.
Now there is an icon on the screen, yellow and black. It is not my C.001 icon. It is the triple triangle radiation hazard symbol.
And then I get ignored. You guys are.
But it's, dude, Gary, plenty of people use their car, they use their garages as storage. That's not the issue. The issue is the empty, big ass 2-car driveway that they have.
Community's extra safe now, right?
Can you give the title to Chester as well? Yeah, you want to step out real quick? Title's in the waistband of my leggings. Oh, I guess it's not. I thought it was. This is for the. I was holding the title, so is it on the street or something?
I got check real quick. It might be under the car. Are you wearing a bra?
Yeah.
Do you have anything that's done hidden in the bra?
No.
Money, change, needles, nothing like that?
No.
Listener sticker poke me.
No.
Okay, I have to check. I'm sorry. Spread your feet apart.
Not my first rodeo.
All right, so there are no comments by me or about me in the side chat until this point. It's 52 minutes and 12 seconds, so I don't know why Arty gave me the time marker he gave me, but here's the very first comment addressing me. It's at Frauditor Rapper. Coded is a moron. There is no Frauditor Rapper in this side chat. Was it for why? Where's the comment from Frauditor Rapper that Miss Mandy is responding to? That got deleted too. Maybe that's the comment, which I don't know this frauditor rapper account at all. Maybe that's the comment that said coded said, because the comment Miss Mandy is responding to at frauditor rapper is non-existent in the fucking side chat. She's not addressing me saying, oh, coded, why'd you post that? You're such an asshole. She's addressing someone else. That's the first time I'm mentioned or seen in the fucking side chat is Miss Mandy talking to frauditor rapper, and there's no comment from frauditor rapper. This is fucking bullshit. This was created by fucking Dan and Miss Mandy. You got fucking used, Arty.
I'd be jealous too if I made my yearly salary.
Who the hell is coded?
So there's one comment in the chat. It's Miss Mandy telling someone I'm a fucking moron. There's no comment from that person that it's an at response. There's no comment from a frauditor rapper in there. And then this is Arty.
Who the hell is coded friend? Wait.
So first he says, who the hell's coded? That's Miss Mandy's reference to me. Then he says, who the hell's coded friend?
Coded friend said I don't have a real law license. Okay. You say so.
You made a statement. Do you have a question?
I have a
Okay, so let's check the side chat. There's still no fucking talk about me. If I had actually posted that comment in the side chat, this side chat would be blowing up. It's full of fucking Welsh News Network fucking bootlickers. I don't see any fucking comment by me. And this is at 52 minutes, 34 seconds.
a million questions. You guys won't answer them. You answer them with the vaguest, dumbest, like.
There you go. Jay Carr, a regular over at the Welsh News Network, coded friend is a nobody, Arty. I am a fucking nobody. That's not an untrue statement. Sean Hawkins says coded is a troll. I'm not a fucking troll. I'm not a troll.
Like, I don't know what's going on, and that's because you guys won't explain it to me. I'm trying to be reasonable.
The car was towed. We were called here
Oh,
for a reason.
What's the
There we
reason?
go. Oh,
I wasn't dispatched. I came as a backup officer.
Backup for what? To
Backup
tow extra
officer.
cars?
98 HKG says, oh, coded friends is a troll. None of them are spelling my name correctly, codedfriend.001. It's coded space friends. I mean, my handle was not in the fucking room. That's bullshit. My handle is not in the fucking room because nobody can even get my fucking handle right. Miss Mandy 777 says coded friend, a new streamer, less than 1K subs. He's big dumb. I mean, that I would say that a comment like that might hurt my feelings, but not from a drug-addled fucking sex worker on the fucking unlicensed sex worker on the fucking internet who's got fucking clientele in England, who's a fucking dope fiend who spanks off to fucking pictures of your tits. Weren't you, Miss Mandy, weren't you a producer for Kick? And didn't you one night, according to Kick, this is the story Kick tells, you know, it's from Kick, you were his producer. He told everyone in Shiz's Discord that one night you offered to show him your tits, and he fucking said no thanks. And then you pressed a little more. You really wanted to show your tits to him, and he said, nah, no thanks. I'm okay. I'm good. I don't need to see him. All this shit with you, Miss Mandy, there are other fucking people around who have talked about it openly. So, you know, You might want to keep them legs closed, keep your fucking shirt on. And, you know, if you ever physically get together with Limey, you know, make sure he wears a fucking condom so you don't catch the fucking HIV off his fat fucking bed spring poked fucking ass. Bob Knowles Gyroscope says, you sound butthurt there, bud. Bob, I wouldn't know anything about being butthurt, you fucking queer fag. So go stick something up your honey till you get what you want out of it. Because you know what you sound like to me? You sound fucking jealous.
Don't want a car parked on the street.
Judy, you got this, who also happens to be a Welsh News Network mod and I believe a mod over at Blue Bacon, definitely memberships at both, says Coded Friend is someone who thinks he's the gatekeeper of the internet. No, that's not me. That's your boy Dan at the Welsh News Network. Didn't you hear his little fucking speech the other night? Come on, fucking retards.
Because my partner made an arrest, I'm a backup officer. That's why I'm here.
You just got here, so you don't know.
Please step back.
I don't know who that. I don't know who that is. Don't know. Don't care.
Thank you.
And that's it. That's the flash in the pan event caused by Skank Hua, Miss Mandy 777. Do not let that woman anywhere near your fucking platform. I mean, unless you want to get involved with every fucking little bit of internet gossip that's going on. And I mean, if you want to see 40-year-old fucking flappy fucking tits, go ahead. Disgustingly. Ugh. Fallacy says at codedfriend.001, you seem like more of a counter striker than jumping on a stream to make accusations. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't just go out and start shit for no fucking reason. I do punch back. And there are going to be some punches coming back now, especially that fat, retarded, fucking junkie doll boy Limey over in England with his mommy cooking his meals, changing his bed sheets, and wiping his fucking drug-addled ass. Remember, when Limey's begging for money, it's because he needs a fix. He doesn't need to fix the mattress. He needs the dope. Proof? You want proof of it? He did a big fucking e-bag about how he needed a fucking vacation. Then he holed up in a fucking hotel and fucking did drugs till he got caught. And then the people were so fucking pissed off at him, he had to return all the fucking money for it. Douche. That's you, Limey. Go ahead, Limey. Give it your best, buddy, because I'm going to fucking respond to everything you say. I'm going to. Because I got a lot of fucking shit on you, bro. A lot of shit. All right, so that's it for Arty. I have, let's see what went down at the fucking Welsh News Network after that. Desktop. Play this little clip here. This is Danny Boy's reaction.
Also, while we pause a second, can we just all take a moment to laugh?
Go back our heads and laugh. Sure.
Oh, hold on a second. An interesting comment in the side chat. Miss Mandy 777 wants to know, has anyone seen my pills? You should check with your soon-to-be ex-husband. Isn't it you that's constantly accusing him of stealing them so you could get contributions to buy more pain medications? If I had to venture a guess, I would say you're mailing them to fucking Limey, and your soon-to-be ex-husband isn't touching your fucking junkie medication, you pill-popping fucking pillbilly.
Everyone needs to laugh.
Why?
Cody's latest thing is that Arty corporate fiction is not a lawyer.
Arty won't even say that. Arty won't even definitively say that I said that. I read the emails. Arty says, I don't know if you did it or if a sock account did it, but here, Dan, the investigator, has thoroughly searched, double-checked everything, and he's right out there making a statement he can't prove that I said these things. After we listened to him last night, it was an older video, not too old, but after we listened to Dan with the whole, this is dangerous, these investigators that don't double-check anything. Would you fucking double-check, Dan? You got a little egg on your fucking face again, and it might not be egg, it might be Shuggy's spunk.
That shows how fucking stupid he really
Seriously,
is.
Really? Now, the whole panel, no one's saying, hey, did anyone verify this? Anything like that? No, they're just buying Dan's bullshit right off the rip. That's how intellectually honest and full of integrity Dan's panel is.
He went into Arty's side chat during a live and said that Arty didn't have a law degree.
Dan, why would I fucking say that? What reason would I have for saying that? What reason? Arty and I don't have any conflict in the past, any past beefs, anything like that. I have no reason to say something like that. What reason do you have, Dan? Because I fucking humiliated you yesterday, because I blew up your legal fund grift, because I'm constantly pointing out how you fucking tell lies. What about Miss Mandy, the common thread between you and you two? You all have something to do with, you're associated with Arty. I'm not associated with Arty. How did you get that fucking clip, Dan? Did your paid fucking person, Miss Mandy, send the clip to you? That's your idea of verification? Is someone you pay told you I said something? And the person you pay is the one who deleted the fucking comments, making it impossible for me to prove that I did not say these things. You dirty little fuck, Dan. You're a dirty little cunt of a man. You deserve Miss Mandy, and you deserve Limey. We're going to talk about the police visit you had in just a minute here, Dan, which you're trying to blame on me, too. You're in fucking Wales. I'm in America. The fuck would I call the police on you for? Your people are blaming me. Your people are blaming Shiz. You're just a bunch of dumb fucking ham and egg fucking retards.
Did he get Archie and Uncle Archie mixed up?
Mm.
And did he get
you're in a
grill?
No.
Bring on, Jim.
Yeah, he's
He was
literally
on
between
camera.
two
There's no
states.
way that you can get the appearance of the two of them mixed up.
Merb says, I want to see Ms. Mandy's floppy tits. Hire her as your producer for a week, dude. You're going to have a bunch of wrenches in your fucking room. I know how you hate fucking wrenches, how you hate seeing wrenches. Hey, of all the wrenches, if everybody who's a administrator could all one after another post, and while they're doing that, if the rest of the people who don't have wrenches could refrain momentarily, Merb would like to get a shot of all wrenches in my side chat so he can go back to his pipe hitting nigga slobber and fucking, you know, make him feel happy that we don't have anything but wrenches over here. Merb, you're turning out to be kind of a cunt like the rest of them.
It's coded.
Yeah, Arty's corporate fiction is an attorney in New York and New Jersey.
Dearmid Costello wants to know, block Merb? No fucking way. Do not do that. Merb is comedy gold. I've never seen a man so intelligent spew out fucking stupidities before. Get your screenshot there, Merby. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 wrenches there. 6, 7 wrenches. 8 wrenches at one time. Get your fucking shot, Merby. Get your shot too with Dearmid asking if you can be blocked. Fucking wingnut. Okay, and you can all post freely now. Merb had his chance to get his shot. McAddick says Merb is cool. Yeah, Merb is cool sometimes. Sometimes Merb's a fucking douchebag. I guess it depends on how much. What time is it? It's 3:30 here, so it's noontime on the West Coast. And Merb's probably fucking 3 or 4 fucking bourbons in. It's the alcohol makes you an asshole. And you know it.
I knew he was New Jersey. I wasn't aware that he also had New York.
No, Merb. We're not blocking you. You're fucking comedy gold. You know, it's funny though, Merb, you're not as bold to post the shit in my side chat that you post in your fucking Discord when you got your little Boston boy slobber to lick your fucking taint and tell you what a great fucking hilarious guy you are. Merb, you're turning out to be a little bit of a disappointment, my friend. I heard you were an OG troll. Turns out you just a drunk with a shitty fucking attitude.
Yeah. Wow. Such a message to you.
Funny.
Oh, Burns, don't get me wrong. I like Merb too. But he's just an aging drunk, probably up to his eyeballs in fucking debt, buying property, cars, clothes. Well, maybe not clothes. He fucking with the Hawaiian shirt bullshit. He's probably in over his eyeballs. So you got to push that paper too, just like everybody else. He got a mortgage to fucking pay. And, he one of them dudes buys more than he can afford to fucking buy. I still like him though. I understand why he's angry and disgruntled. I understand why he takes it out on other people too. That's what irresponsible people do. Merb says, your house. I respect your house. Treat my house the same as your house, Merb. Piss on the furniture like you do at home. And then set up fish tags to cover your piss odor and blame it on the fucking fish. You can be yourself here, Merb. My house says Merb can be Merb. Merb says, I'm a drunk, LOL. Well, we've all seen it, Merb.
That's quite funny.
Wow. Yeah, I think he's a corporate attorney.
Yes, he is.
Yep. Yeah.
Boring lawyer talk about Arty's corporate fiction, Arty's corporate fiction. Let's interject with GMK lawyer at law says, I've never had my taint licked. Is it nice? Ask Merb. You might not get an honest answer, though, because Merb says I'm drunk, LOL. Merb says, it's funny how I can take control of this live stream without even joining the live stream. Oh, Merb, we're just giving you the attention that you desperately crave. Merb says, but I'm not an OG troll. A lot of people say you are. I'm glad you're admitting you're not an OG troll, because if you were claiming to be an OG troll, then you really would be a fucking disappointment. Hold on. I'm taking control and highlighting Merb's comments. Merb said, I had half a can of beer and couldn't function, but yeah, I'm an alcoholic. You had a half a can of beer and you couldn't function? Did you drink the beer or ram that thing up your rectum? It's hard to tell with you. So confused about your sexuality. I was really confused when you spewed out all that fucking hate for shiz. What the fuck did shiz ever do to you that you had to get so fucking nasty with her? That's the alcohol. In vino veritas, Merby. In vino veritas. Shiz says, show me on the internet where Merb hurt you. I'm lost. Yeah, I know. Merb didn't hurt me. Just clowning Merb. Treating Merb like the joke that he is. Up, more Merb. Ha ha, I'm an ass, stone cold sober. I believe that too, Merb. I think that's a truthful statement. It's worse when you get the liquor in you, bro. Without that beard, though, Merb, you popping fresh like the Pillsbury Doughboy. You look like a fucking turtle outside of its shell without your beard, Merb. I understand why you grew that beard. All right, back to Welsh News Network. Merb wants to know, is this confession through projection? I don't know how it could be because I don't drink alcohol. And recently I shaved my beard off. So I've been beardless for most of the time I was in Hong Kong. And since I've been back, yeah, so I guess we can cancel out the old confession by projection, which you guys like to throw the fuck around all the time. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Merv, if you want confession by projection, just tune into your fucking live streams when you got a bourbon or two in you. Oh, another Merv comment. But you are a confessed alcoholic. I was an alcoholic. Yes, I'm confessed. I haven't had a drink in over 20 fucking years, Merv. So how could it be confession by projection? And my alcoholism was a fucking less than a 10-year run. It happened to coincide with my brokerage days. And my brokering was a reason why I drank heavily. Because you don't get any fucking social time. Everybody wants, give me a stock, give me a stock, give me a stock, give me a drink. Every time somebody said, give me a stock pick, I said, give me a drink. And I got a fucking drink. And I would get so fucking drunk that people wouldn't come around me anymore. When I stopped brokering, I stopped drinking. Let me know when you can give it up, Merb. Because if you can't give it up, that's a sure sign that you're an alcoholic. Merb says, and do you see alcoholism in everyone? No, I don't. I do not. The only people I've commented on about alcoholism is Blecka at the Welsh News Network. Well, that whole fucking panel, they're all alcoholics. You can tell because 3 hours into a fucking broadcast, they can't talk anymore. And you, Merb, who else? So everyone, you as a lawyer, a professional talker and professional arguer should be able to formulate arguments that don't include clearly incorrect absolute statements. Keep trying, Merb. I'll go back to playing the video till you post more. And then I'll take control of my broadcast by choosing when to highlight your comments.
Who the hell is Coded? Who the hell is Coded Friend? Wait,
good.
Coded Friend said I don't have a real law license?
See, he doesn't know me. I don't fucking know him. Why would I be in there talking fucking smack?
You say so.
You made a statement. You have a question?
All right, let me pull part 2 of this little gemstone-y clip.
Who the hell is Coded? Who the hell is Coded Friend? Wait,
good.
Coded Friend said I don't have a real law license? Okay. You say so.
You made a statement. You have a question?
There you go.
Hold on. Merb says, well, I guess you're real ass mad. Have a great day. I'm not real ass mad, Merb. I'm doing favors for you. I got my couple of moderators to line up for you so you could get a screenshot to go over and put in your Discord so you could tell everybody that my chat is nothing but wrenches. And then your taint liquor boy Slobber, the Boston B-boy, Boston. I don't know, man. Tough guys don't come out of Boston. So that your tough guy Slobber could lick your taint and say, oh, Merb, you're such a smart fucking man. Blah, blah, blah. You got him, Merb. Stick around, Merb. Keep posting.
God.
He's just out.
Wow.
He's just desperate for relevance, isn't he?
Yeah.
Thank you, Blind Archer, for the $5 super chat. Fast forward to today, where almost no one covers this Schwanskoff, and his views are a fraction of what they were. And thank you, Gia, for the $4.99 super chat. That's 10 BJs from Gia.
Keep that money and sexual perversion
Okay,
rolling
then.
in there, Gia.
I don't know where that came from, but okay.
Wait, she is charging 50 cents a blowjob? She is going to be very, very busy. This is the internet.
Dan should know how popular a 50-cent blowjob is.
It's about me. Have you guys ever seen me make a video about another person? You guys ever seen me make a video about?
So that's it. That's the extent of the fucking whatever Dan got out of his manufactured event with the help of Miss Sandy, the nasty fucking veg. Extra special thanks to Triggered Limey, the dope fiend, for fucking showing up and ranting like a lunatic. I had fun shouting over you, you dumb motherfucker. I don't have a Purple Heart is with us. I'm very happy to see you today. Look, man, if you're feeling down, you need somebody to talk to. There are a fuck ton of people here you can reach out to. I can't tell you how many people messaged me and wanted me to encourage you to get a hold of them and talk to them. Diarmid Costello is one. Shiz is one. I mean, there were a fucking lot of people, man. So if you're feeling down, bro, reach out. We're here. We'll talk to you. If you email me, the email's on the about page. I'll get you if you're not already on Diarmid's Discord, it's a very small, tight group. We'll get you on the Discord, and then if you'll have 24/7 access. You can reach out to us. I don't want to air all your fucking business here, bro, but the outreach for the suicide prevention hotline, which I'm not saying you were there, but you had a lot of people here fucking worried, bro. You had a lot of people here worried. So please, please, please don't freak us the fuck out like that again. Hold on, let me look that up. The suicide prevention hotline is 988. Just dial 988 and you'll have someone to fucking talk to. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, bro. They're there for you. Let me throw that up on the screen real quick. Oh, wrong one. Did Murby stop posting? Did Murby run away? I guess he had to go get another fucking bourbon. There you go. Suicide and Crisis Lifeline 988. Just dial 988. Anyone out there listening, Merb was cracking on my alcoholism and my recovery from alcohol. I can tell you this. That's some difficult shit to get off. It took a year and a half, almost 2 years before I was at a point where, about a year and a half before I was at a point where I wasn't either manically high or manically low. Like there was no in between. It was either, wow, this is the greatest fucking day I've ever had, or fuck, man, it can't get worse than this. It's impossible. It was back and forth between those two things for a year to a year and a half, man. And There were a handful of times where I seriously considered putting a fucking gun in my mouth. So don't. If you need someone to talk to, you can always get a hold of us. Join our Discord. I would recommend, if you're feeling that kind of down, call the Suicide Prevention Hotline, 988. That's where it's at. Those people are trained to help get you through. So the resources are out there, man. Every day is a new adventure, bro. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Every day is a new fucking adventure. And no matter how shitty it gets, it always gets better. No matter how shitty it gets, it always gets better. And no matter how shitty it gets, it can always get a little shittier. And each time you hit the fucking, what you think is the bottom and recover from it, you're proving to yourself that you can get through. And look, other people see what's going on in our lives. They might not acknowledge it. They might not know how to acknowledge it or what to talk about. They just might not know, but other people see it. And when you're down, people pick up on that shit. So when you're down like that and you get through it and you get back to being level-headed and even keeled, especially if you reach a point like I've reached where your life is level on a day-to-day basis, other people see that and they're like, fuck, man, it is possible to get through this shit. So no matter how difficult your day is, how hard your life gets, just remember you're a living example to the people who saw you go through that. And you're a positive example that tough times you can get through them. You can come out the other side and you can get past all that shit and you can have a great fucking life. So God bless you, bro. God bless you. Highest Priestess is saying that wasn't Merb in the chat room. Okay, well, I was talking to Merb, so I don't fucking care. I was definitely talking to Merb. I don't care who was in the fucking chat room. I was talking to Merb. Let me kill this, and we'll just chit-chat a little. We have the, what time is it? 3:44. We have the KTZ. KTZ will have Fraudit Wrangler on today, talking about the psychology of subsidiary. My questions would be, what fucking qualifications does no education pathological liar Wrangler have on any fucking thing? Let me check KTZ really quick and see what her start time is. KTZ upcoming 4:30, so we got about 45 minutes before KTZ goes. I did leave a comment at KTZ, and it's rolled up. I can't see it anymore. I want to know which is worse, a bad translation of the law, which is basically what subsidiary boils down to. Which is worse, a bad translation of the law, hence the Sov citizen, because a Sov citizen's been duped or is just ignorant as to what the law actually says and what the law actually means. They read words and start to posit their own meanings into things. Is that a worse state of existence than to be a multiply convicted felon who's accused of and still being investigated for capital murder? An individual who has such wanton disregard for civil society and the law that he regularly and routinely breaks the law, felony charges as recent as early 2022? Is that the person we want to have commenting on fucking the psychology of an issue? An individual who lacks any moral fiber whatsoever, who basically stalks, pursues, and breaks into elderly people's houses to steal their pain medication. An individual who has admitted to breaking into a disabled Marine veteran's house and stealing his pain medication, but denies that he had a part in the death of the man. If I had to believe one of two people, a Sov citizen or Michael Kaiser, I'm going with the fucking Sov citizen, especially if I had pain medication in my pocket. Then I'm staying the fuck away from Michael Kaiser at all fucking costs. Credit card theft, identity theft, all that. That's Michael Kaiser. You're going to comment about the psychology of a fucking Sov Cit, you lawless fucking criminal? And the fakery with the fucking stolen valor shit, you know? ATAR says you have 13 months total service. So how did you do 3 fucking tours in Afghanistan and 2 years of drug suppression as an MP in the U.S. and the South? It's very odd shit. Very odd shit. But lying seems to be the entree du jour at YouTube. Speaking of lying, Dan had to leave his broadcast for almost 40 minutes last evening to answer a knock on the door, which, according to Dan and Blecka's report, turned out to be the police wanting to talk to Dan. Now, the excuse that they gave was that the police wanted to talk to Dan because someone called in a wellness check, saying that Dan had made comments on his live stream stating that he was possibly going to extinguish himself. And of course, immediately, his chat put the blame on either me or Shiz. Look, poor Danny. Poor fucking Danny. Danny hired Miss Mandy and her drug addict boyfriend, and now he's got to pay them. Miss Mandy's plan for Dan's channel was to bump up subscribers, which they've done, but are they real people? I mean, they're coming in at a fucking huge rate, right? He's quadrupled his subscriber base. He's almost 9,500. Maybe he is at that point. He's, mid-range 9,000 subscribers, planning a big fucking party for when he hits 10K. But the whole time, his subscribers are fucking just taking off like a fucking rocket. His live stream views are dropping like a fucking rock. He's now barely able to break 1,000 views on a fucking live stream, when a mere 4 or 5 months ago, when he only had 2,000 subscribers, he was getting 1,400 to 1,600 views on a live stream. Subscribers rising, actual watchers declining. That's not a real relationship. That's like if the sun came out, if the sun rose and there's not a cloud in the sky, and every hour the temperature dropped and dropped and dropped, and it was colder during the day with the sun, with full sunshine, than it had been at night without the sun. These relationships are not inverse relationships. They're relationships. A rise in subscribers should translate through to a rise in views. A meteoric rise in subscribers should not result in fewer and fewer viewers week over week. What are people subscribing for? Are they people that are subscribing? Is this just click farm, cell phone, scripted, paid for subscriptions? Because that would easily explain a rise in subscribers and a decline in views. You're paying for subscriptions only. And you're paying so much for the fucking subscribers, you can't afford to buy the views, and now your views are declining. None of your numbers are real, Dan. So you have to manufacture unreal events to create buzz for your fucking channel. We talked about this with Chili, Dan, at the beginning of the year. The problem with doing the hype thing is you have to out-hype your last hype. You're not doing that. There's no reason for people to subscribe to your channel. Your content is boring. My content might be boring too. I only have 700 some odd subscribers, but I'm not going to go out and fucking buy phantom subscribers to fucking massage my ego. If my content sucks, my content sucks. 700 some odd people don't think so. I'm okay with that. Merb comes around. Merb thinks my content sucks. Merb comes around, tells me my content sucks. And then goes over to his Discord and makes snarky little fucking backstabber comments. I don't fucking care. I really don't care. It's the fucking lying that really bothers me. It's the lying for the sake of fucking money. And it's the justifying of the lying by the people who got duped out of their fucking money because they don't want to admit they got duped out of their fucking money. That's the weirdest fucking part. So Danny disappears for 40 minutes during his broadcast last night, comes back and said the police were called to do a wellness check. Suddenly, I'm getting blamed. Shiz is getting blamed. This is what Frog had to say about this. These are Frog's comments that he posted. And I kind of got to agree with Frog's comments and possibly add a little bit to his comments. So let's take a peek at what Frog had to say. Get on over. Okay, so Frog says this. He was responding to someone in Discord named Bitch. There are quite a few of us now named Bitch on Discord. We were poking fun at Wrangler. Bitches! Frog responds. Frog himself, too, is named Bitch currently, and he's responding at Bitch. Fucking hard not knowing his address, right? He's commenting on did shiz or coded call in a wellness check, and Frog responds, it's fucking hard not knowing his address. Police radio is secured, and with no idea of responding station and no name and address, I think it's impossible, but I see three possibilities. People are now trying to find out which police department responded. People in the United Kingdom, not Americans. Then you're pissing people off too. People are looking for you shit now too. A lot of people, quite a few people. There are Welsh people who are bent at the fucking bad reputation you're giving to Wales. They want you. Those are the people that want your mouth fucking shut. Me, I want you to keep talking. I think you're fucking hilarious. So these are Frog's three possibilities. Possibility one, it did not happen. Possibility two, well, Dan could have easily slipped off to have a hit on the old meth to counter the alcohol he had consumed for hours. So Frog, one, it didn't happen. Two, the niece's boyfriend or one of his mates did it. I mean, why would you blame me or Shiz here in America when 2 days ago Dan took a day off to bring a baseball bat to go beat up his niece's soon-to-be ex-boyfriend? Not yet ex-boyfriend, but soon-to-be ex-boyfriend. Dan, now you're not just pissing people off on the internet. You're pissing people off in your fucking home locale. You go after a guy with a bat. Of course they're going to come back and fuck with you at 6 ways from fucking Sunday because you're a douche. You're lucky they didn't jump you and kick the fucking shit out of you. I'd be very careful leaving the house for a while there. Well, you don't really leave the fucking house. But if now's the time you need fucking Blue Bear. Now's the time you need you need a fucking security guy now, dude. You went after a dude with a bat, and his buddies probably want to get a piece of your ass. At 21, if you came after one of my friends with a baseball bat, if I couldn't get 4 of my friends to join me, I would come see you by my fucking self with a soda can in a plastic shopping bag. I don't need no fucking baseball bat, dude. Soda can, shopping bag. Nothing illegal about having those things. I'm pretty sure if you're walking around with a baseball bat the day after you've made all kinds of fucking threats, that's, you know, there's a little red flag there, buddy. Red flag. 3 for Frog is someone in the internet either who knows the address did it. So, Frog, it didn't happen. The niece's boyfriend or one or a group of his mates did it, or someone from the internet who actually knows Dan's address. Who knows Dan's address? Becca knows Dan's address. Blue Bear knows Dan's address. Blue Bear knows Dan's address. Now, Blue Bear resigned from his job. Maybe Blue Bear resigned from his job. He's got all this free time now. Blue Bear quit YouTube altogether because Dan got Blue Bear caught up in a fucking criminal act, an illegal gambling scheme. Blue Bear, maybe Dan's not fucking paying Blue Bear like he promised to. Maybe Blue Bear's seeing that he's paying Miss Mandy and the junkie Limey. Maybe that pissed Blue Bear off. Blue Bear knows where Dan lives. I mean, if it was someone from the U.S., odds are it's Blue Bear or Blecka. Maybe Blecka's escape plan. Maybe Blecka's golden parachute to save herself from this fucking free diving, fucking free fall, engine not running airplane is to have Dan arrested and take the fucking thing over. Never can tell, but Blecka knows Dan's address and Blue Bear knows Dan's address. I would say it was a fucking inside job. Frog says, ranked in terms of probability as I see it, cops will know what number called them so they can trace if it's the UK. And the only way of avoiding identity would be to have used a burner phone. You know, that's movie shit. People don't fucking think that far in advance. Maybe some do, but in response to Blecka's question about whether the cops are tracing caller, Dan said it's up to them, the cops. If I got such a knock on the door, says Frog, I would want it investigated, and Dan's a bitch, so he would definitely want a crime investigated. I'm more than likely the police came to talk to Dan about the baseball bat incident with the niece's boyfriend. That's a clear reason why the cops would show up. The whole wellness check because Dan was making comments that led someone to believe that he was going to off himself. That never happened. So it's highly unlikely that it's a fucking wellness check. More than likely, Dan got called to the fucking door because the police were coming to inquire about threats that a 45-year-old balding, looks like a melting popsicle man made while holding a baseball bat. It's more than likely what happened. Or it just didn't happen at all, and it's drama Dan raked up to get attention for himself. So it either didn't, it's not a wellness check. It either didn't happen, and if Dan wants to prove it's a fucking wellness check, all he has to do is ask the police for a fucking report. They'll give him a report, show them, black out the fucking personal details, and show the fucking report, Dan. For once in your fucking life, Dan, prove a fucking claim that you've made. But you won't, because you just make up lies, and then tomorrow you forget you ever fucking told the fucking lie, and you move on like it never fucking happened. But people are remembering your bullshit now, Dan. So I'm going to go with more than likely it didn't even happen. The police didn't come. Dan may have shat himself or pissed his pants, and it took him 40 minutes to fucking get himself cleaned up. The police could have shown up. Someone offered the explanation that, you know, it's late at night, early morning when Dan's doing his Welsh News Network broadcasts, and you know he's kind of loud, yelling and shit at 1-year-old fucking recordings of Chili De Castro. Dan may have, you know, in the council house, the government provided council house dormitory where they stash you until they can find a more permanent place for you. Because there has been in Wales a 25% increase in homelessness this year alone. I'm not sure if people are aware of that. This year alone, there's been a 25% increase in homelessness in Wales. It would make sense that if Dan were temporarily positioned in what used to be a college dormitory on a property, which Dan claims was an old family mansion, but obviously you look inside the room, it's not a residential setup, it's institutional. So Dan could have been housed in a defunct school dormitory temporarily while waiting to get him placed in a more permanent government-sponsored council house. And, you know, it's like if any of you have been in fucking college and lived in a dormitory, them fucking walls are paper thin. Them walls are paper thin. So one of Dan's neighbors could have complained about Dan's yelling and screaming. So that's a possibility. I'm saying the wellness check didn't happen. I'm saying the cops came to look into Dan about the fucking threats with the baseball bat. Now, why would the cops come so late at night? Ask anybody who's a law enforcement professional. The police quite often show up 2-3 o'clock in the morning because that's the most likely time when people are home. And you get the drop on them because they're sleeping in bed. Poor Danny boy spending all that money to build his channel on phantom clicks, and he's now in a position where he's got to fabricate hype events to attract real eyeballs, not click farm cell phone scripts, but real eyeballs to his Welsh News Network site. It is a very fucking sad state of affairs. Very, very sad. Let me check something real quick. You're going to have a moment of silence. So, yeah, Arty, if you listen to this, I'd really appreciate it if you cleared things up. You know, your producer has a fucking problem with me, which I've never brought near your show or fucking had anything to do with there. And now she's exploiting your good reputation to help her and Dan circulate a shitty fucking rumor about me. So I'd appreciate it, Arty, if you were a stand-up guy and corrected the comment that I said those things about you, because I never fucking said them. So get something downloaded here quick, and then check out the comments a little bit. Oh, I forgot my Steelers are on today at 1 o'clock. I don't know if I set the fucking DVR for that. Damn it. Waiting. Extracting. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Try something else. See if I can grab that. Oh, can't get it. Let me try something different real quick. Maybe I'll just bail out on that. Stay with me. Stay with me. I'll be talking again in a moment. Oops. Do. All right, I got that. Give me one more second. Chat amongst yourselves. Give that a shot. Okay, didn't get it like that. We can take care of what we got here, though. Let's see what's going on in the chat right now. Laura Rader says, if Dan is really struggling to buy subs and views to keep his grift going, chances are he's about to cut a few of his crew members loose. I think there have been some hinting and indication of that lately. Walter Texas says, SWAT Dan, LOL. Let me guess who? Miss Mandy. Walter, do you really think Miss Mandy swatted Dan? That would be funny as fuck. Walter Texas says, she's evil. Fucking Walter don't say nothing bad about nobody. He don't like Miss Mandy. Gonna be harder to keep promising them all money that ain't ever gonna come. That's usually what happens with fucking con men. That's how they get fucking sussed out in the end. There's so many people will fucking just lie and do whatever and justify it by the fact that they needed money. Look at Triggered Limey. Look at Triggered Slimy. It's all you really need to know. I mean, he literally begged and begged. I need a vacation. Got fucking money, and then hole up in a hotel, fucking doing drugs. People found out, and he had to give the money back, and like he's still begging on a fucking daily basis. That's crazy. People aren't that fucking smart, I guess. A lot of that Dunning-Kruger going around. Do they put that shit in the water? I think they might put that shit in the water. All right. Get that exported. So Desperate Dan, Dill Dan, had to manufacture 2 false events during one live stream and still couldn't manage to get 1,000 views on the fucking live stream. It's crazy, amazing shit going on out there. You got Little Wrangler pulling his shit. Dermot Costello says, fuck's sake, these long silences. I can go to WNN for that shit. Yeah, sorry, Dermot. It's a today thing only. Relax, bro. Relax. Chilly chill. Take a pill, Dermot. There doesn't have to be constant fucking talking all the time. Hey, Dermot, when are you going to come up and just come up and join the fucking conversation? And then when there's silences, you can talk with that big, thick brogue of yours and make noise that nobody will really be able to understand at all. You know? You know? You know, Dermot? Oh, that's right. You're the behind-the-scenes guy. You do all the background lookup work. My bad, bro. I didn't mean to give you shit for no reason. I'm just trying to keep talking without being silent so that you don't get upset with me while I'm trying to accomplish something in the background. But it's all right, man. It's all right by me. It's Jumpin' Jack Flash. It's a gas. What do you think? What drug do you think Limey had to do after he rage quit from my stream? Any guesses in the chat? Did he do a upper or did he do a downer? Is he right now Google searching coded friend for all the information he can find on me? God, the fucking boy is dumb. Holy shit, he's dumb. So anyone in the chat want to make a little guess as to what Schleimy's attempted fucking get at me will be? Because, like, I'm not even going to waste fucking brain power trying to fucking guess that one. Walter Texas says, how can they think a channel I like that is in the money or ever will be? I'm never going to fucking make money at this. I never had a plan to make money at this. I am is in the chat. Isn't this a Jose De Castro channel? Man, you fucking seriously confused. Go to my most popular videos, watch those, and then you tell me if this is a De Castro channel. I am Sam. Laura Rader says, Dearmid, type to me why Arty's name is in the title. LOL. But Arty's name is in the title, Laura, because I may have dissed him. There's no proof either way, but, you know, Dan's willing. All Dan's talk about verification and integrity and honesty. Dan can't wait to run with a fucking juicy rumor that fits his fucking narrative. It's amazing how quickly you proved that you're not what you say an investigative journalist should be, and you proved you're just a crappy fucking gossip channel that has to buy subscribers. Oh my God. Walter Texas says, how does Dan get away with running movies twice a day? They're movies that don't really have fucking copyright protection on them, or they're movies that are known to be movies that no one complains about. Like the music I play on the intro outro. That shit's all copyrighted, but the owner of the music has allowed the music to be used without express written permission. If I were to get monetized, they would get a cut of my money, the groups who have music that I use. There are some record labels and some artists that will instantly hit you with a fucking copyright strike. So you got to be careful about that shit. But just because something is copyrighted doesn't mean the owner of the copyright has forbidden use of the material. And then there's, of course, fair use, which Dan's WNN presents doesn't, none of that shit falls under fair use. Dearman Costello says, someone said Coded said he's not a real lawyer. Yeah, that's what somebody said it in the fucking side chat. May have done it with a spoof account of mine or a cloned account. And then, you know, of course, nobody fucking checks anything. They just ran with it. Kind of the way I ran with the Merb account that was here. That highest priestess is now telling me wasn't really Merb, but it doesn't matter because I was talking to Merb, not the fucking icon in the room. You know, because Merb does shitty shit too. All right. I am going to scan these comments. Laura Rader gives a thanks to Dearmid. Apparently she's up to speed. Dearmid Costello says Dan is also behind some underhanded stuff. You can look it up on Discord. Yeah, there's quite a bit of info regarding Dan on Discord. Writes on, says at Rebel at Heart. That's so funny that Jim actually thought that. Where is Rebel at Heart's little comment here? Rebel at Heart says, at writes on at least they didn't accuse us like Jimbo did. Jimbo's a douche. Laura Rader says, I still think that Dan staged it himself on a live so he can use it later to stab one of his crew in the back and accuse them of calling cops on him. Ooh, Laura. Speculative, but not outside the realm of possibilities. That definitely was a good speculation. Nice and juicy. Dearmid Costello said, I know I already read this. I'm going to read it again because it pairs up with the next comment. Someone said, Coded said he's not a real lawyer. That's referring to Arty. And then Mandy deleted the comment, so it can't be proved either way. Laura Rader says, well, I just think Dan staged a cop visit to use to accuse someone or someone's in his crew. I think you might be right. I like that fucking theory. Laura Rader says, I don't know Mandy well enough to dislike her, Walter. But if she dislikes you, her character is very suspect in my book. Who doesn't love Walter? Exactly. Who doesn't love Walter? I mean, all the Fraud of the Reaper bullshit and all that shit. Walter stood right up. He was like, hey, man, can you hold off on talking about this shit until you have definitive info? And I did pull back on talking on it till I got clearer information because Walter saw some good in her, and Walter didn't want to see her, unjustly defamed. And, Walter's a class act in my book. So, I obliged Walter's request. Walter fucking likes everybody. Everybody likes Walter. Miss Mandy has problems with Walter because Walter won't fucking spew out the fucking Miss Mandy script and hate the people that Miss Mandy hates. Walter, she don't like you because you come here. That's why she don't like you. If you stopped coming here and went over there, it would take about a week or two, and she would be right up your ass asking you if you wanted to see her fucking tits. Hello Baby says, oh my God, she doesn't love Walter? Walter, can you explain to us how, if it's you that doesn't like Miss Mandy? Because you said she was evil, so obviously you don't like her. But did she say or do something that indicated she doesn't like you? Because if she don't like you, Walter, her character is definitely suspect. Diarmid Costello says, just remember the shit I found on you and Bermuda. How did you fucking know about the Bermuda shit? And bro, the fucking package that was addressed to Levon Helm, I still need to recover that fucking package, bro. So if you know about Bermuda, you find that fucking package. There's the fucking problem still about that package. Kelly W. says, I don't understand what he is going to go after you for. He's not going to come after me for anything. He's a sniping little cunt. He's going to sit in that fucking chair he sits in 16 hours a fucking day, 7 days a week. And he's just going to make shit up to quote unquote, ruin my reputation. I don't give a fuck about my reputation. I don't want to have a problem with Arty, but I don't give a fuck if Arty likes me or not. I don't give a fuck if Arty believes I said that shit. I didn't say it. I don't fucking care. Because you see these accounts that, you know, Dan's chasing after, Dan's a clout chaser. He's going after accounts that have big subscription numbers because he wants to draw their subscribers over to his platform. It's predatory behavior. It's kind of disgusting. But I mean, look, Dan's been loosely associated with Blue Bacon. Blue Bacon's actually showing up over on Dan's platform now, which Dan thinks is a major get. But Blue Bacon's another guy, 20,000 subscribers. He can't get a fucking 1,000 people to view a fucking live stream. So Blue Bacon's over at Dan's trying to get Dan's people over to his channel. But Blue Bacon hasn't figured out yet that Dan's people aren't real. They're fucking cell phone scripts. Laura Rader says, guess Limey will run with the original lie to Dan that you are banned from your wife's home country. They aren't that creative. That's exact. You know what's going to happen? Dan's going to feed triggered fucking Limey, the dope fiend, on again, off again. All the fucking bullshit and lies from 5 months ago, and fucking Limey's just going to repeat. He's going to vomit up the same fucking filth. Walter, Texas says, how can people ever think that would make money? It's a good fucking question. Goofy Gizmo is here. I'm late. Can you give a summary of what's going on? Just shit talking, bro. When it's over, go back to the replay and hit it from the beginning. It's all been explained. Laura Rader says, honestly, the main reason I resist getting involved in Discord is because all of the gossip and rumors, LOL. Laura, hit up Diarmid's Discord. It's just a very small, tight group, and it's strictly revolving around fact-finding. There is a little sniping and some here and there gossip, but nowhere near what's on the rest of Discord. And you're right. Discord is a fucking playground. It's a fucking sewing circle turned into a playground. It's a fucking junior high school for geriatrics. Hello Baby says, haha, way too much at Goofy Gizmo. There has been a lot that's going on. It would take me fucking 20 minutes to summarize. Laura Rader says, I grew up in a small Texas town of about 1,500 people. Gossip was all they had, and they would use it to hurt people that fell out of favor. LOL, like YouTube can be. It's like that in my wife's home country in the Philippines. Our barangays only got maybe 3,000 people total in it, and that includes, you know, children. Gossip serves two purposes. It's entertainment for the fucking bored, and it's ammunition for people who want to hurt other people. Unfortunately, that's fucking part of human nature. Zach and Butch, the friendly pitball, say hi at Hello Baby. How are you? Laura Rader says, Diarmid, I've recently agreed to try your Discord server and one other to see if it changes my mind, but I have so little time to keep up with it. Come around when you can. And then when you have time, you'll have a habit of being there. You don't got to stick around. You don't got to do anything you don't want to do. Put a toe in the water. Get only as involved as you want to be. Alan Killian says a lot of artists welcome any airtime as it gets their music more exposure. I can't tell you how many whole albums I ran to the fucking record store to buy as a teenager because I heard a fucking tune somewhere on someone else's car stereo, on the radio, in a fucking store. Yeah, I mean, if you ain't playing music, it ain't worth shit. And hearing a song leads to album sales. It always has. Hello Baby says, hi, how you two doing? At Zach and Butch, the friendly pitbull. Goofy Gizmo says, oh, thank you, at Hello Baby. Yeah, there's just way too much to go over, bro. Johnny Switchblade says, Jimi Hendrix' half-sister and Don Henley vigorously enforce their copyright. Yeah, they do. They do. Kelly W. says it has to be someone in Dan's crew because if anyone here knew Dan's address, we would have people watching him. Not only that, if I knew Dan's real name and his address, I'd be looking into his fucking military background. I wouldn't be doing dumb shit like calling the fucking cops to his house for a fucking wellness check. I'd be looking, if I had Dan's real credentials, I'd be looking into his fucking military background because his stories are bullshit. I wouldn't call the cops to go there. I might go there and punch him in the fucking mouth. Rebel at Heart says, I don't like Walter. Well, you're the exception to the rule, Rebel. And you just say shit like that to get attention for you. Walter says, y'all shucks. Dermot Costello says, we all hate Rebel. Here on that one. Yeah, let me scroll through, see what's going on. Oh, did Walter explain? Hold on, let me get. Walter says she's timed me out. Speaking of Miss Mandy, just for saying hello after entering a chat immediately. Yeah, fucking that's Miss Mandy. Don't let the people who don't agree with every word we say, don't even let them speak. The Unforgiven Jerry says at Walter, Texas is 1 over Dearmid and 1 below Scott Amo. I don't know what that means. Laura Rader says, I do love Dearmid and Rebel's rivalry. It's like the Odd Couple sharing an apartment. It does get like that sometimes. Holy shit, those two snipe at each other. Dearmid Costello says, I don't hunt. Walter says, oh, that's Jerry. Thumbs up. Walter, Texas says, me too, Laura. Dearmid Costello. Laura, I am the funny one. He's the funny looking one. You might be handsome, Dearmid, but I don't know if you're all that funny. I would say Rebel's funnier. I got to pay more attention now. I've always gotten more laughs out of Rebel's material. Could just be me, though. Walter, Texas says, true, Laura. It was once on a channel where I was an original member and paid a membership, too. That would be the Snooze Network? Or, probably Reaper's channel. Yep, Walter said Reaper's channel. Laura says, I'm not saying she wasn't a bitch, Walter. Just that everyone can also have a bad day. Fucking Miss Mandy's having a bad fucking year, Laura. Hello, W124 Mercedes. Dearmid Costello says, teacher. Can someone make a sentence using the word dandelion? Leroy. The cheetah is faster dandelion. I've seen that joke, but you recycle your jokes, Dearmid. All right, 4:30 for the KTZ thing. We are at 1 hour and 59 minutes. Apologies, I did not have an opening tune. I will leave you out, though, with a little songy song. We'll see if we get copyright struck or not. Before the broadcast ends, I would like everyone to know that I have zero fucking respect for Miss Mandy, 777, her drug-addled, on-again, off-again, drug-addict boyfriend who's constantly e-bagging alone in his room on a bed that the spring pokes through the mattress and hits him in the hiney while his mommy cooks his meals and does his fucking laundry. Limey, do I feel bad for you because you broke your back? No, I fucking don't. I don't. You're a man who's able to sit and talk on YouTube for hours on end. Get a fucking job. You're not unable to work. Do I think less of you as a man because you're an adult whose mommy still takes care of him? I absolutely do. I don't think less of you as a human being, but I think less of you as a man because you ain't a fucking man. You're a dickhead who made drastically poor life decisions and is now a brokeback junkie who's living off his mommy and a fucking government check. The government has to pay your mother to fucking take care of you, Limey. That's not a fucking man. That's not a man. Sorry, not a man. If you were a man, you would do everything in your power to get off your ass, get out the front door, and bring some fucking money in. But you don't, and you won't, because you got addicted to the begging. I have no respect for Dan at Welsh News Network or Blacka. I have no respect for Dan's stolen valor and his exaggeration of his military service. I have no respect for Dan because in an attempt to portray himself as a victim and garner sympathy, he claims he was convicted of a crime and arrested falsely. What were you convicted of, Dan? Dan, why is it that you only tell stories and never give any fucking real details? What year, Dan? No one's getting identified. What year was your friend shot and his brains blown all over your uniform? What fucking year, Dan? You a fucking liar. Liar. And the rest of your fucking panel over there, fuck them. They just sit there and fucking yeah, you. No one, Dan, after your little lecture on honesty and integrity, no one on your fucking panel, you and no one associated with Welsh News Network has a shred of fucking integrity.
Every single day, I got a heartache coming my way. I don't wanna say goodbye, baby, but look at the tears in my eyes. I don't wanna say goodbye, baby, but look at the way you made me cry. In every way that's nice, you show you got a heart that's made of ice. And I know fire and water must have made you that daughter. You got what it takes to make a poor man's heart break. Listen, lover, you turn me on, but quick as a flash, your love is gone. Baby, I've got to leave you now, but I've got to try and make you grieve somehow. Fire and water must have made you that daughter. You got what it takes to make a poor man's
All right, kids. Have a good day. Don't forget the KTZ live stream probably going on right now with Rumper Angler.